What's up, guys? It's Darren. One of the biggest mistakes that I see happen in sales is when the sales team treats the marketing team like an entirely separate entity. They don't coordinate with them at all, and they don't stay on top of what marketing is doing. Now, as a salesperson, it's really easy to say, that's not my job. You're not responsible for keeping track of what marketing is or is not doing. And you know what? You're correct. It's not your job. But if you do it, it will make you better at your job. See, marketing does impact sales. And how marketing impacts sales is through something that I like to just summarize by saying expectations versus reality. See, fundamentally, how people experience life and what causes them to react positively or negatively is when their expectations line up with what really happens, with reality. See, let's say you are going on a drive somewhere and you're expecting light traffic, but there happens to have been an accident up the road. And so the traffic is really slow and it's backed up. You were expecting easy traffic, but because it was really bad traffic, you are more upset. There's more of a gap between the reality and the expectation that you had. If you have a product that you purchase and you expect it to deliver a whole bunch of features and it delivers less, you're unhappy. If they go above and beyond and deliver more, you're happy. If the reality is greater than the expectation, good. Good things happen. If the reality is less than the expectation, bad. You react negatively, you're upset about it. And so the thing you have to understand is that when you're looking at marketing, marketing is essentially setting the expectation for a product and for the sales interaction. See, the marketing, they're attracting the customers by saying certain things. They're going to save time, they're going to save money, they're going to get some sort of benefit or avoid some sort of negative situation or scenario. Now, in the sales presentation, if you're not on top of what the marketing team has said, then you may say something that does not line up with marketing. So their expectation was here, and because you said something else in the sales presentation, the reality is now down here. This is why it's important that as a salesperson, even though it's not your job, that you stay on top of what marketing is doing so that you can stay in alignment with what they said and even say a little bit more. So you can deliver even more and exceed their expectations in the sales call. That is when you're going to have better sales results. Now, there's one other way that knowing what the marketing team is saying helps you with your sales numbers. And that's not just the expectation versus the reality, but it's also understanding who is it that marketing is appealing to. See, in your sales process with your product or service, you may think that the best feature, the best benefit is it's going to save them time. But if all of the marketing materials talk about how it's going to save them money, what type of customers and prospects are they going to attract? They're going to attract the ones that are interested in saving money. But if in your sales presentation you focus all in on saving time, you're now focusing on the wrong thing. What's important to this prospect is not the thing that you're talking about. And that's also why it's really important for you as the sales team to stay on top of what marketing is saying. It allows you to understand who it is that's in front of you a little bit better. It allows you to understand what it is that's important to them and what you want to focus your sales presentation on, because that is the bait that attracted the prospect. So if you stay informed of what the marketing team is doing, it should allow you to know how to appeal properly to the right type of customer and say the right things that align with their expectations. That will help you make more sales. The thing is, though, if you look at sales on the timeline of a business or the timeline of a customer, it's kind of like this. On the front end, you have the marketing. That's what attracts the customers and sets the expectations. Then you have the sales team, which again, should stay in alignment with the expectations set, and it should appeal to the type of customers that are attracted from the marketing. But it doesn't quite end there. See, sales is in the middle, because once you make the sale and they start as a customer, there's also fulfillment at the end. And see, this is where it's really important to understand what is your product actually going to deliver. Because if the sales and marketing set a certain expectation, the customer buys and those expectations are not met, there is still going to be a break between that expectation and the reality. And the reason that this matters for you in sales is, again, because I know it's not your job, but it affects your income. See, in most sales roles, if a customer cancels or refunds, you don't make your commission, you don't make your money off of it. And the reason that people are going to cancel or refund is, again, because the expectations do not match up with the reality. So as the sales team, you should also stay on top of what is the product actually going to deliver. If you stay on top of what's delivered, then that's going to also help you make sure the expectations that you set as the sales team stay in alignment with the reality of the actual product of the fulfillment. It'll prevent refunds and cancellations. It'll result in increased income. The other thing is that if you pay attention to customer feedback, it informs you of what to say during your sales presentations again. If all of your customers that love your product or service are raving about it because of customer service, what that should tell you is that during your sales presentation, you should emphasize the customer service a little bit, since that is what your happiest customers are really excited about. That will allow you to sell more people just like them that will result in happy customers. Now, I understand that staying on top of the marketing, staying on top of the sales, staying on top of the customer service sounds like a lot of work, and quite frankly, it kind of is. But what I do know is that any company that I've worked with that starts monitoring all of these things and coordinating all of them together typically sees around a 20% boost in total revenues and sales. That means 20% more income for you. If you could get a 20% pay raise just for reviewing what the marketing team is doing and reviewing what people are saying about your product once they're customers, would you do it? I don't know about you, but I certainly would. And if making 10 to 20% more income sounds good to you, then go talk to the marketing team, go talk to the customer service, learn about that stuff, implement it into your sales process, and hit the like button if that's something that'll help you out, because it also helps me out with the YouTube algorithm. If this has been helpful for you and you would like more information on how to improve your sales, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and the notification bell below so you can be notified when I post new content. And if you have any questions or any particular topics you'd like me to cover, feel free to go ahead and comment them below and I will respond as soon as I can. Have a great day, and we'll see you soon.